my kids are on summer vacation and I can't do a whole lot of writing, which kind of makes me sad. It's one of those things. Every time I get out on the bike, I think I need to do this more. I need to do it more often. But at the same time, it's kind of hot right now. Maybe by the time they're back in school and I can do it during the day more often, it won't be so hot. I made the mistake of agreeing to build a dollhouse for one of my daughters and fix up my old one for the other daughter, and that sucked. It took me 3 days to build that damn house, and I don't know, I guess miniatures is not my thing, because it was extremely weak. And you couldn't even, like, one of the longest parts was putting the shingles on, because you can't just get a sheet of shingles and then glue the sheets in alternating directions, which is what I was kind of hoping I could do. No. You have to glue each individual shingle, and you can't just use the same glue you've been using for the entire build. You have to use hot glue, otherwise the shingles will warp. Never ever again. I'm never doing that again. It's like, I don't care who I would be building it for. I'm never building one again. I will buy one pre-built. See, the thing is, when I was at the hobby shop, I saw this one that I ended up getting, and you could buy the kit to build it for like $30, or you could buy it all the way made for $100, and you know that there's nobody special building them, so I thought, for that price, I could get 3 kits and make a neighborhood, or I could save money and just get the 1 kit and build it myself. Next time, I'm buying it. I'm not building. That was just sucked. But as a reward for dealing with that house, I got a Smithsonian 4-cylinder engine mock-up kit where you build like this working model of a 4-cylinder engine. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's all plastic, so you can't put oil in it or anything like that, but it has a dipstick for some reason, which I don't understand. And the distributor cap, like the firing order was wrong on the distributor cap. I think it had 1 and 3 switched or something like that, which I kept thinking, did I have it backwards? Maybe I have it 180 degrees off, something like that. I looked online last night while I was building it, and sure enough, it's just 180. It's just that cylinders 1 and 3 are backwards. So instead of following the cables where they should go according to the sticker on the distributor cap, you just rotate the engine and then put the spark plugs in where they go according to the proper firing of the cylinders. And the spark plugs, I guess I should say spark plugs, are little LEDs that light up on the cap, and the whole thing is clear plastic, so it lights up like it's giving spark. I am kind of sad that you can't change the speed of the engine, so you have this little electric motor that turns the engine, and it's either plugged in or it's not. There's no variation in speed, so it doesn't really go all that fast. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably like 60 RPM. No, it's less than 60. No, maybe it is about 60. But somewhere in there, very slow. That's okay. I saw YouTube videos where people had taken that kit and hook it up to a drill to power it, and just saw how fast it went. I'm tempted, but at the same time, I like the idea of having something to teach the girls with, you know, like how an engine works. So, we'll see. Yeah, 3 days on that dollhouse. It took me about 3 hours for that engine. Woo, that was a wind gust. The second pass through this area is always faster than the first because I don't normally ride this very often. So whenever I'm on it, the first time I'm cautious, and then the second time I use less brake, and it's more fun. And I always remember the second time. I don't remember the caution. And it looks like I'm going to have another tailgater, which is awesome because, you know, I had a tailgater the first time around too. I mean, consistency, right? It's important. I don't know why these guys don't just pass me on the double yellow if I'm so much of a hassle that they have to tailgate. But then some people just tailgate. If there's nobody in front of them, they speed up until they find somebody they can tailgate, and then they tailgate them. I was in the car with somebody who did that once. I was like grabbing the handle thinking, I hope this person doesn't kill me. I don't know, maybe I'm a little too anal retentive to be a passenger in the car anyway, because I'm like thinking, this is not what I would do. You need to slow down here. You need to speed up here. You needed to turn back there. Oh my God, why didn't you start braking through a few feet back? You know, and I don't say anything, I just get stressed. So I'm not a good passenger at all. I mean, I pass it off okay. I don't say anything, and I don't, you know, I don't give off that I'm stressed unless they're really, really bad. But I'm still like, oh my gosh, you guys, you need to start paying attention to what you're doing, get off the phone, all this other sort of stuff. So I'm not a good passenger. Incidentally, that's very similar to why I'm not a good passenger on a motorcycle. So I'm like, you need to slow down, you need to speed up, you're braking too hard, you're braking too soft. I would have shifted gears like 10 seconds ago, you know. Actually, what really happens is when you're on the back, you feel like you're going faster than you are. And I get panicky because I'm not in control, so I'm like, you know, knocking on the rider's helmet saying, slow down, we're going too fast. And, you know, we might be going like 30, but for me it feels like we're going 70. I would prefer to go 70 under my own power, honestly. Dude, for real, get off my butt. It'd be one thing if it was more like it was back there with no blind turns like this, but the thing about these blind turns is there's always somebody in them. So like a car, and they're always going over the line. It doesn't matter which direction you're coming from. If there's a blind turn, you're going, the person coming out of the blind turn on the other direction is going to be over the line. It's just the way it is. I mean, if this guy wasn't tailgating, I would have stopped at this tunnel over here. It's part of the old road. It's awesome. It's just, I mean, it's closed off for cars now. No, that's not it. There it is right there. No, yeah. It's closed off to cars right now, but I bet I could squeeze the bike in there and take some pictures. But I can't stop as long as I have somebody on my butt like that. It's alright, there was gravel anyway. Here comes a blind turn. I slow. I tilt. I give it power. Hey, there wasn't anybody in this turn. Well, that's good. Ah, there's one. Get back in your lane.